Good day, everybody. It is 8 o'clock. It is Monday night, 13 January, and I'm so happy to welcome everybody here on this call. We have an introduction of Lifewave. My co-host today is Avril. She's going to explain to us about the products, and I will be telling you a little bit more about the company and the business opportunity. But I'm just going to start now by telling you my story. My name is Amanda Eys. I live in Grootbrak in the Garden Route in South Africa. And I learned about Lifewave about a year ago, last year, January actually. And I looked at this and I thought this was a lot of nonsense. I was not interested, even though the person who was busy with this was somebody that I really trusted, and I knew about her integrity. So I knew she wouldn't get involved with something, a scam, but I still thought she's wasting her time with little stickers that she's sticking on people. That was like just a lot of nonsense. But in March, I got sick with COVID, and I got very, very sick. And after 4 weeks, I could still not even get out of my bed. If I tried to put on makeup, I would be out of breath. And after 4 weeks, I said to my husband, listen, I'm getting crazy in the house. Let me just come and walk with me. But I was too sick to walk alone. So he walked with me, and 150 meters later, I was out of breath. My heart wanted to jump out of my chest. And that was a really scary place to be if you have to work, you work for yourself, you have to earn an income, and you can't even walk 150 meters. And it was already 4 weeks. And my sister by then had started with the patches. I was so angry at her because she started with nonsense like that. But she started with the patches and she was very worried about me. So she gave me some patches and I put the patch on my back, on the back of my neck. I fell asleep about half an hour later. 2 hours later, when I woke up, there was nothing wrong with me. I could not believe it. I thought it wasn't true. I thought I just had a good sleep. But 2 days later, I thought, let me just go and see if I can walk again and see how far I can go. And that day I walked 1.5 kilos, and it's very mountainous where we live. And there was nothing wrong with me. 4 days later, when I looked on my watch, I'd already walked 9,000 steps. And it was just amazing. And since then, I just jumped in and I started patching people and I started telling everybody. And my whole life has changed in this last year. Financially, my emotions, or well, not emotions, but my physical things, my skin. We were talking about my heels. I can't believe it. And it's just amazing. And being able to help other people, it just touches my heart. Being able to make a difference in people's lives. And that is, I would never be able to just sell, but I can help people. And that is what's in my heart. And that's why it's so wonderful having people on here and being able to share our story with other people. So that is my story. And I would like to introduce Avril. Avril, while you're telling your story, I'm going to start the screen sharing so that we don't waste time. But I'd love for you to tell them how you got involved and also what your results are, and also your newest results, because every time I hear Avril's story, there's a new story. And that's what's so exciting about this. We all have new stories. The longer you use these patches, the more things happen in your body. So Avril, please, while I'm busy setting up the screen sharing, please tell them about yourself. Thank you very much.
Evening, everybody. I'm Avril, and I'm from Mossel Bay, also in South Africa. One morning, I was at a meeting, and Amanda came up to me and she said to me, have you heard of the X39 patch? And I hadn't. So she gave me a brief explanation, and I remember looking at the patch, and my first thought was, this looks like something straight out of Star Wars. So I was very skeptical, to say the least. And then Amanda sent me the same info that we've all received, and she invited me to the call. And I didn't rush into it, though. It took me like full 2 months before I even considered trying the patch. But then I finally joined the call, and then suddenly I saw, but there's something a lot bigger than just using a patch. There was a business behind the patch, and it was just amazing that with these patches we could help people, and that was the reason I decided to join Lifewave. Okay, so a month before I started using the patch, I was diagnosed with pneumonia, and I had to visit the doctor for medication. He gave me injections, and he done chest treatments, and I was seriously afraid of landing in hospital, because 25 years ago, my lungs had collapsed. I went for an op and then my lungs collapsed. So since that time, whenever I catch a cold or flu, it goes straight into my chest, and then I get asthmatic bronchitis. And the recovery process always took months and months. And just after 2 weeks of using the X39, I noticed a change. The tightness in my chest was gone, and the wheezing was no longer there. I used to sit next to my husband, and while he was watching TV, and he would ask me, "What's that sound?" And it would just be my chest wheezing. So it's amazing to be able to breathe properly, and I don't have anybody asking me what's that wheezing noise. And yeah, so it's nice to be healthy for a change and to be able to breathe and to actually breathe deeply and not just do shallow breaths. Okay, then Amanda asked me for some other testimonies. Okay, because of my breathing, I could never really walk far because I couldn't breathe properly. And I also had sciatica. So I always had the pain down my leg, and I always had numb fingers. And so I can now say that that doesn't happen anymore. But one day, we were at a building and there was a lot of stairs. And whenever I climb stairs, then I have to hang on my husband, or I have to hold on the rail and get myself up to the top of the stairs. And this one day I said to him, "Please go and stand on the top, because I think I can get up there alone." And he looked, but you could see he was not ready to leave me. So I said to him, "Just go, go, go." So he went up to the top and he waited for me. And I climbed those stairs without holding on the rail. And I used to climb the stairs where you take one step and another step and one step and another step. I climbed each step individually. So I was able to climb to the top. I could walk at a fast pace. It was almost like running up the stairs, and I didn't have to hold on to anything. So yes, that was like amazing. And then I have to tell you one story. I could never go for walks because of my breathing and these pains in my fingers and my legs. And 2 weeks ago, not this weekend now, the weekend before, I went and did my first 5 kilometer park run walk. And I made 5 kilometers. So this weekend I went back again, and I beated my time with 5 minutes. So thank you, X39.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Okay, let's get the start with the presentation. And Avril, this was really awesome. Fantastic news. Right, let's get started. Oopsie, go back one.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. Lifewave's phototherapy patches use light that can promote a general state of health and healthy activity unique to each Lifewave patch. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared energy emitted from the body is reflected back into the body and then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy. Lifewave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative energy and enhances your ability to live well without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals. To find out more, contact your distributor. Lifewave. Live long, live well.
Awesome. Thank you, Avril.
Thank you, Amanda. That was such a beautiful video. Every time I watch it, it's like it just gets a little bit more intense. I don't think I need to do the presentation because we've got all the we need. It's so question we ask with people that are new to Lifewave, have you been patched yet? And then the patches, they elevate, they activate, and they regenerate. So some of us have been patched, some of us not yet. But that's okay. That's why you're all here today, and we're going to learn more about the patches. At this stage, I just want to put out a disclaimer. Lifewave is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell you a little bit about David Schmidt. He is our CEO and he's the inventor of the X39. He has over 180 patents. He's a scientist and inventor. He specializes in age reversing. So we'll speak about that a little bit later. In 2008, when stem cells was a buzzword, David focused his attention on stem cell research, and the recent patent took 10 years and 4.5 million to bring to market. So just lost my place. Okay, it's not easy to get a patent. And you need to have research showing that the product does what it says. So what does this product say? It says, in some embodiments, as a result of elevating copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, the reduction in inflammation, the management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. Oh, it looks like I'm talking words tonight. So this is a 20-year patent, meaning that we still have 16 years before anything like this will be brought to market. We do have many supportive products, as you can see, but X39 is the flagship Lifewave patch. X39 can be used on its own. What happened there? Okay. The X39 is the flagship Lifewave patch. X39 can be used on its own, but can also be used with one or more of these supportive patches. For example, we've got the Aeon for inflammation, and then we have the Silent Night and the Energy Enhancer, and then there are many others. But today we'll talk about the X39. And then why are the stem cells important? They are able to make more cells like themselves, and that is they self-renew. They can become other cells. They do different things in a process known as differentiation, and they are needed for the maintenance of tissue and as well as for the repair of tissue. So if your kidney has a problem, they become kidney cells to help with the wellness of your kidney. If you have a heart problem, your cells become heart cells, and they help with the healing of your heart. And why the X39 stem cell activation patch? The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. And that's why hundreds of millions of people are experiencing symptoms of aging. Now, I didn't know that at the age of 30, only half of your stem cells are active. And at the age of 60, you lose almost all your stem cell activity. So that's why the older we get, the less activity we have. How X39 works, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. Proprietary form of phototherapy, or as we know it as light therapy. We can understand this, for example, when we walk into the sunlight and our bodies generate vitamin D. It's also a patented nanocrystal technology, and then it reflects light to activate. And the light that it reflects is light from our own bodies. The patch is activated by your body's own infrared light, which activates your copper peptides. And these copper peptides, amongst many other things, activate your stem cells. They are non-transdermal. There's no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants, and they are non-invasive. Then we have benefits of the X39, and they are many. Here we have a few, but people's bodies are different. So not everybody will have the same benefits. We have increased strength. We have reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy and vitality, mental clarity, restored muscle or skeletal conditions, improvement of sleep, and improved skin appearance. So you do achieve optimal health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being when you wear these patches. You'll find lots of information and case studies on this website. As you can see, the X39 long-term results per case studies. And it's on this is at info.com. So the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. And within 6 months, your heart reverses in age. Now, when we refer to the collagen is not just about having good skin, hair, and nails. The collagen is the glue in our body that keeps everything together. And the clinical studies we have shown up to 8 years of age reversal. Heart reversing in, our heart reverses in age. So there we have clinical studies that have shown up to 8 years in age reversal. And now we are looking at results of a lady of 77-year-old lady that placed the X39 on the back of her neck. It can be noted that her brain is hyperactive. So in session 1, she had no X39, she had inflammation in the brain, and she had lack of brain coherence. Her brain calmed down dramatically at the second visit, where she had the X39 on for 3 weeks. She had no more inflammation, and she had improved brain coherence. And then if we look at session 3, her brain remained calm after wearing the patch for 6 weeks. If we look at these photos, you can see the before and the after on the left-hand side. You'll see the red in the picture is the inflammation. And within 30 minutes of using the X39, the inflammation reduced. If you look on the right-hand side, no problem. The first photo clearly shows the inflammation in this woman's hands, and that's indicated by the red in the picture. And after 30 minutes of wearing the patch, you can see the difference in the picture at the bottom. Okay, here we have some fun facts. People are reporting that the hair is growing back and changing back to its own color. And then we have some athletes that are on the patches. We have Michael Phelps, a swimmer. We have Sean May. And then we have David Beckham, our football player. And they all use an energy enhancer. And then we also have Lorenzo Savadori, who's a superbike champion, and he uses the X39. Okay, then how to wear our X39. So you wear your patch 12 hours on and 12 hours off. And that's to repair and rejuvenate the body. Now it says then throw the patch away. We don't throw the patch away. We either patch our spouses or we patch our fur animal furries. We patch plants. So anything that's alive, that's got light in the body, or can wear the patch. Okay, then we put a new patch on and we repeat. You can wear more than one patch at a time. You shouldn't wear more than one X39, and then you can wear supplementary patches, but don't wear 2 X39s at the same time. And then you should drink lots of water. It is recommended 2 to 3 gulps every 15 to 30 minutes. You use a good electrolyte, and it helps with detox and also to hydrate your cells. And this helps your patches to work even better. The 90-day protocol. David Schmidt advises to use the patches for the minimum of 90 days for optimum results. Although that is the recommendation, we have seen results in weeks, days, hours, minutes, and even seconds. So our bodies are not all built the same way, and that the causes of certain conditions are often different. The most common reason for any lack of response to the patches is dehydration. So lack of hydration will reduce the effectiveness of the patches, and it's important to drink enough water before and during the patch. Try using electrolytes too. Okay. So this is really important because many people seek results as soon as they start patching. Some do get results, and they are one-patch wonders. But David Schmidt advises us to use the patches for a minimum of 90 days for optimum results. We have seen people having immediate results, but then there are others that have only seen results after a couple of months. But this does not mean that the patch is not working. You don't know what is happening on the inside. But when you see what's happening on the outside, you can only imagine what is happening on the inside. And yeah, I'd like to say, I wish my body had a zip so I could see what was happening on the inside. Okay, just now I said we'll go back to the info.com. Here you can take a photo or a screenshot of this page, and you will find lots of information. Interviews with doctors, info on how the patch works, testimonials, and also clinical studies. X39, so sophisticated yet simple to explain. The testimonies of X39 are life-changing and emotional, and we are going to hear a little bit about them now. And the best thing about X39, it absolutely works. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you so much. You did an awesome presentation, very clear and concise. So thank you so much. You were awesome. Okay, guys, now's the exciting part where we get a chance to share our testimonies. And I want to encourage people, just unmute and share, because you know what, maybe you think, oh, my story is a little story, like Nina sharing about her heels, and that made me think or realized, oh my gosh, this is what's happening with my heels as well. So don't ever think that your testimonial is nothing. Your little testimonial might mean the world to somebody else who's got exactly the same problem, but maybe they are even too shy to ask about it. So guys, I want to encourage you, just unmute, jump in and share your story, please. And those who know me will know that if you don't do it by yourself, I'm going to make you do it. Joanne, I see you.
Well, okay.
Thank you for unmuting. Thank you. Love to hear what's happened to you since I last heard from you.
I was introduced to Lifewave by Kirsten Campbell, who is on this call, and I was so relieved to meet her. I just thought, gosh, these are gorgeous, vibrant people when I met them the first time. And I noticed she was wearing a patch on her wrist, and I asked her about it, and I was hooked from the start. I just couldn't believe that in one night's sleep, I could make up for many years of lost sleep. I really felt fabulous the first morning. I felt so much energy, my brain clarity. I didn't know I had such foggy brain until I had brain clarity. It was amazing. And this is the thing I've noticed about X39 the most, is that you don't know where it's working. But one of the first things I noticed was just feeling this extra vitality every day. I noticed that it healed my gut. I'd had many problems with my gut. I didn't get it diagnosed because they want to put you on all sorts of medication. But I felt that I had diverticulitis, and that has improved, or IBS, something like that. It has improved dramatically. I eat and I can feel comfortable. I've noticed I've started losing weight, but that's come over a 3-month period. But I think it's my lack of inflammation that is making me lose weight initially, because my body was very, very inflamed. So much so that I called my feet, sometimes I called them frozen feet, because I couldn't get up on my toes anymore. And I used to dance, so it was something that came naturally to me. And I also had immense pain. As I say, I didn't go and have it diagnosed. I felt it was something like an arthritis or something like that. Anyway, I couldn't walk upstairs, rather like Avril. I battled to get upstairs. I'd had to cling onto something or cling onto my husband and sort of haul myself up the stairs. And really within a fairly short space of time, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks, I found I could walk up the stairs with ease, and then walk up without even holding on to anything. And these are particularly difficult stairs at our church because they're uneven stairs, these big stone stairs. And so it was absolutely marvelous. I noticed that the floaters in my eyes disappeared, and every step of the way, I'm not sure where it's working, because nothing is totally gone, because if I walk too much, I do get sore feet, but it goes away again. And so I know that step by step I'm healing, and the longer I stay at this, the better I'm going to feel. And suddenly people are saying they notice my skin has improved as well. So that's just over 3 months in, and it's about time that the collagen started working extra hard for me. But otherwise, it's an amazing journey. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. It's lovely hearing new testimonies. As you're saying about your skin, it's just exciting. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Okay, who's going to be next? I'm just going to wait until it becomes so uncomfortable if somebody unmutes.
I was just, Amanda and I were just talking before the call started properly about my feet, because 2 or 3 weeks ago, I just noticed that I didn't have cracked heels anymore. And I never don't have cracked heels. I mean, it had gotten to the point where I couldn't walk barefoot anymore. And suddenly I am. And then she said the same thing has happened to her. She's like literally following in my footsteps. And then somebody else said so as well. So it's quite interesting because it happens quite quickly when it happens.
Well, I was totally blown away. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing.
I'm always happy to share, but a
Thank
lot
you.
of you have heard my story before. But for the people who haven't, I started out also a year ago, and my main aim was to fix my very stiff knee, which I haven't been able to bend for such a long time. And within, I was no first patch wonder at all, but within a couple of weeks, I started to feel slowly, first of all, that I was sleeping so much better. I had more energy, more clear kind of head. But then the pain started going as well. My fingers, they were very stiff, and I had sore bits inside here. I clearly had some arthritis, which I hadn't really acknowledged, I think. That started to go. My fingers got thinner, and then my knee started getting much better as well. And I'm now at the stage where I still, like you have, oh no, who was it who was saying, someone was saying they still have aches and pains. I still have days where my knee will play up, and then it'll go again. And I just came back from a yoga session this morning, and some of you know that my latest success has been that I can actually sit all through a yoga class without sitting on a little block, and actually bend really, really far forward in my back, which was also very stiff. And I'm sitting with my legs crossed now, which I couldn't do for so long. So I'm super excited about that. And that's something that actually, that's an add-on that happened over the last 2 months, I think, which I hadn't really noticed. So yeah, I am patching till I can't patch any longer, because I think I find new little things all the time. And I'm not, I also think I realized that my body has needed a lot of repair. So I'm really excited about the journey going forward. I think my thyroid is better. I feel less of an issue with the goiter that I had. I would like my skin to get even softer, but it's definitely not as flaky on my legs anymore as it used to be. And I just felt my heel, and you know what? Considering it's winter and we're wearing big boots, it's feeling quite soft. So who knows? That's something I need to go and look out for over the next couple of months. But yeah, I'm really excited about all the little things that keeps happening as well as the big things.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Sandra, I'm going to pick on you now because I'm sure you picked up on something that Caroline said. I'm sorry, she's my first line member, so I have to pick on her.
You want me to talk about the dry skin? Yeah,
Yes.
I actually shared this on a previous call. I had extremely dry skin. In winter, when I took off my tights, I had to actually shake them out outside before I could wash them. It looked like dandruff. It was really bad, and I tried everything. Fancy milking creams and exfoliating and whatever. And 2 weeks after I've been on the patches now for just over a month, but 2 weeks in, I was actually sitting on the loo and I was looking down at my legs and I thought, well, it's gone. Absolutely gone. There's no dandruff on my legs anymore. So yeah, that wasn't the place where I thought it would start, but there you go. And I also, when you started talking about the heels, I immediately checked my heels. My heels are also quite soft.
Wow.
So yeah, there's obviously stuff happening. But I'm also very aware that things are happening. I had a while ago quite discomfort on my left kidney, but on top of my kidney, which I think is my adrenal gland. So I know that there was stuff happening there, and I think it's just stress release. So I'm very thankful for that. So yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Wow. I just want to share a little thing. It's actually my sister's story. My sister's got huge arthritis problems, huge skeletal problems since she was born. So she's had everything replaced in her body almost. So in one of her feet, she's got a steel plate and 18 screws in this one foot of hers. So she's been, after the operation's been off everything for about a year and a half. So now she can walk again, but she has to be careful. So the other day we went walking, but she didn't have the right shoes on, and we were in very, terrain was like this. So she got hurt. And the next day we drove back from the garden route to Kimberley, and she was driving. She said, my foot is really sore. Do you maybe have some Eons with you? I always have Eon and Icewave with me, but I didn't have Icewave at that stage, but I had Eons, and she put the Eon just like on top of her foot. And I think it was about 15 minutes, and she said, my foot is fine. So, having such a huge problem, it's not just a little, it's not a little niggly kind of pain. She's got huge problems. And being able to put one patch on there and having that kind of results, it's just a blessing to have that. So, okay, guys, if you didn't take your chance to unmute and talk, it's over now, but we can talk afterwards. I'm going to go on the screen, sharing the screen again. Let's just get back to where we were. All right. Let's get the next screen. Okay, so if you are here today, you probably have been thinking about some things in your life. And I want to ask you today, what's the most important thing in your life? What is pressing you? What is your dreams, your goals? What are you thinking of? Maybe it's your family, things you want to change. Maybe more time, more freedom in making choices, or freedom of time, better security. Maybe you want to travel the world, need better health, less debt, financial security. Let's see how Lifewave can help you. So I want to tell you a little bit about the company. Last year already was a 20-year-old company. We're going into 21 years. So that's quite something, because most companies, new companies especially, really struggle to last longer than 2 or 3 years. This company is 20 years old already. And in the beginning, it was plus minus a $20 million company. And then when Lifewave brought out X39, everything changed. So you can see here, how it went up from a $20 million company up to 320 million, then 430 million. And as far as I know, in 2024, we ended over $600 million company. This is amazing. So we are open in more than 80 countries. Amazing thing about this is that it's not a me too product. So there are many other network companies out there, direct selling companies that's got fantastic products, but there are a lot of competition. So there is a lot of competition. So what happens is you might have the best product in the market. When finances start hurting people, they will go for the cheaper option. It might not be the best option, but you have a problem if there's competition. With us in Lifewave, there's no competition. For the next 15, 16 years, we still have the patent on X39 and the other products. Nobody else can do this, and that makes a huge difference. So, guys, this is amazing. Lifewave is apparently this is the 4th year that we are now ranked as the #1 momentum company in the world. This is on businessforhome.org. You can go and have a look at that. We had a 50% growth from last year to this year in sales. I don't know if there's many other companies that can report that. We had a 3,000% growth rate from 2018 to 2024. The momentum in this company is amazing, and we are just getting started. So by now you must be interested. So the question is, where do I go to? What now? How do I start? So you've got 3 different buying options. The first one is you can come in as a customer, where the person who invited you will help you get your products at full retail price. Then there's a better option, I think, as the preferred customer, where you can rather pay wholesale price, and you will then tick a box where you will set up a monthly order. And as long as you've got this monthly order running, you will be getting your products at wholesale. But I think there's an even better option, and that's the brand partner option. And that's where you will always get wholesale price with no restrictions and nobody telling you have to do anything at any time. You can buy whenever you want to. You will get your own website. You buy when you want to, where you want to, have it delivered where you want it to. You will get discounts. And if you want to take it, there's also a business opportunity that you can make use of. So let's talk about the different enrollment options. So remember, Avril told us that the best plan is to start on 3 months, to give it at least 3 months. So that is why we suggest at least starting on the core option. Usually a sleeve of X39 on wholesale will cost you $100. Here you will get 3 sleeves for $295, and you will have 3 months of supply. But the advanced option is even better, because there you will get 6 sleeves of X39 for only $535. And the premium option, you've got $1,750 for 20 sleeves. So you can see it makes a lot of financial sense to go for the higher options, because you will be buying in bulk. That's not the only advantages. You can also mix and match your packages. The person who invited you here will help you to set up a package, set together a package that works for you. So you can at any time take one of your sleeves of X39 and exchange it for 2 of the other secondary sleeves. So for instance, you can take one of the packages, one of the sleeves of X39 in, let's say, an advanced package, and exchange it for an Icewave and an Eon sleeve, for instance. And for the next week, so guys, listen to this. If you haven't joined, here is a fantastic promotion running up to the 20th. If you join on the advanced option, you will get an extra sleeve of Eon for free. If you had to buy that, even on the wholesale price, it's about 1,750 Rand in South African rands. That's a lot of money. So if you haven't joined yet, there is your option to start with. The advanced option will be really a great option. Right, so let's see, for those who want to make use of the business opportunity, how can you earn in Lifewave? Well, you can see you're going to earn in dollars. But there are 5 different ways that you can earn in Lifewave. The first one is with retail. So the moment that you join, you will get your own online shop where people will just click on your link and buy what they want to, put in their banking details. Lifewave will deduct the money from their account, send them the package to wherever they want to send it, have it sent, and you will receive your profit directly in your Lifewave account. Next one is introduction bonuses. When you help people to get register for the discount for either brand partner or preferred customer, you will be paid the introduction bonus according to which package they join on. Then there's the exciting one. There's the cycle bonuses, where you will not only earn an income from what you are doing and the people that you do directly joined under you, but even everybody that joined under them. So it's the whole team that you will be earning an income from what everybody in the team is doing. Then there's the exciting matching bonuses, and that is when you start helping people in your team to also become successful. You will be rewarded for that. And then the last one is member incentives, where you will get even more discount options, promotions, traveling incentives. So there are really great ways to earn an income with Lifewave. So how does the compensation plan work? It's very, very easy. It's you in the middle, and you've got a left team and a right team. So left leg and a right leg, and you just add people to your left, to your right, to your left, to your right. You don't have to worry about how it works now, but the more people that you can register in your team, people who order products, because this is what it's about. It's not a pyramid scheme. This is a business model where people order products and we get paid to bring these products to the people out there and get them excited and make a difference in their lives. And that is what you will be rewarded for. But the person who invited you will be telling you much more about that. But it's very, very easy. This is just a quick slide about the matching bonuses, where you can see that as you help people in your team to also become successful, you will earn 25%, 20%, 20% on your first, second, and third level. But that's a little bit later on. We're not going to confuse the issue by talking too much about that. Just know that there are many, many options and ways that you can earn and that you get rewarded in Lifewave. Okay, so Avril spoke about the thisisitinfo.com website, where you will get loads and loads of information and videos and explanations about the product, about the business opportunity, about the trials, the clinical trials, the research. Everything is on there. You can take as much or as little as you want to from that website. Lots of testimonials on there as well. But once you join into the team, you will also get access to the This Is It team website. And there you will learn how to speak to people, how to help people, how to introduce people, and there will always be somebody to take you by the hand. We've got these amazing Zoom calls where you don't have to understand everything. You don't have to know anything. Just invite people to the calls, and I'm sure once you're here, you're already excited by hearing other people's story. That's all what you have to do is get the people in the Zoom calls, patch yourself, and you will be able to make a big difference in your life and other people's lives. And this is just an amazing chart where you can see that this is a team. This is where we belong to. It's the fastest growing team in Lifewave in the world, and we are fortunate to be able to belong to this team. Now, David Schmidt says, and this is for you, I'm speaking to you now, you today have an incredible opportunity before you, the opportunity to bring the healing power of light to everyone around you. You can change your life, but you also can change the lives of your friends, your family, your loved ones, and the power is in your hands today. So now is your time to make a move, and I want to ask you, are you serious about your dream, your goals? Where do you want to be? I want to tell you that there is hope for your future. You can start with the X39. That's all you have to do, and your whole life can change. So we are finished with the presentation. Now is the time to go back to the person who shared this opportunity with you. And that person will be able to tell you where to go, what to do, how to get started, and how your life can change. So I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who joined here today. Thank you to everybody who volunteered and those who didn't volunteer to share their testimony. And and thank you very much, Avril, for giving us such a great presentation on the products. I'm going to stop the recording now, and then we can have a nice informal chat amongst us.